Hello, how are you? Today I have selected 6 teas for you to help your intestines work better, to help you have better bowel movements. If you suffer from constipation, you will love them. Stay until the end, as I will also talk about a tea that is very famous but is contraindicated. It can even be harmful to us, so you won't want to miss it. First of all, if you are new, welcome, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell. I have new videos every day, a new recipe every day. You will love it. Drinking tea ends up being a very interesting strategy for treating constipation because we know that intestinal constipation should be treated with changes in our habits. It's not just about drinking one tea or another. There are several things you can do throughout your day, in your diet, in your daily routine, to improve intestinal constipation. I have several videos here on the channel talking about this, recipes that I've already made, but I want to remind you that a big step to improving constipation is to keep yourself hydrated. So the tea you drink helps you stay hydrated throughout the day as well. It's not just with plain water. Tea can help you. Some teas have compounds that help improve intestinal transit, and those are the ones we're going to talk about now. The first tea that you can make with complete safety, and you can even offer it to children, it can be consumed by pregnant women without any concern, and the elderly, is prune tea. You will take 3 prunes, put them in a glass or a cup, and add a cup of boiling water. Cover it, wait about 15 minutes, and then you drink the tea. If you can also get the person to eat the prunes, that would be even better. However, sometimes children and the elderly might not like eating them very much. Just by making this infusion with the prune, part of the soluble fibers from the prune will transfer to the water and will facilitate the expulsion of the fecal matter. Prune is already one of the most recommended foods for treating intestinal constipation. There's even a video here on the channel with more tips about this, which I'll leave here with some good foods. And it's a great option for you to consume it in a different way instead of just eating prunes. Another interesting tea is Psyllium tea, which has been extensively studied. The benefit of consuming Psyllium is the improvement of intestinal transit, hydration of the stools, and facilitating their expulsion. I have a video here on the channel talking all about Psyllium. I'll leave it here below for you. If you don't know it yet, it's very interesting to add as well. Mint tea or peppermint tea also greatly helps those who suffer from constipation because it helps to relax the intestines, which are often overstimulated. Many people have the reflex to evacuate and hold it in to do so at another time. What happens is that this ends up causing a sort of withdrawal, so to speak, of the vagus nerve from sending that signal to your intestines because it keeps sending the signal, but evacuation doesn't occur. And after a while, it stops sending this signal. And mint tea serves to relax the intestines and try to see if it can regain the stimulus from your own body to evacuate. Always remember that if you suffer from constipation, when you feel the urge to evacuate, you should preferably do so at that moment. Even if you are on the street, try to find a clean bathroom or try to consume your meals in such a way that you are at home at the same time to evacuate. Try to have a routine regarding this because the more you hold in your stool, the harder it is for you to regain the urge to evacuate later. Another tea that helps is ginger tea. Ginger is a natural anti-inflammatory, but it also plays a significant role in the digestive process in general. There are some studies that show ginger tea stimulates intestinal movements and aids in the expulsion of the fecal matter. In addition, ginger helps reduce the amount of gas in your intestines because many people who suffer from constipation have a lot of intestinal gas as the stool remains stagnant and ferments there, which can be very unpleasant. Sometimes the stomach becomes very bloated, very distended, and due to the stagnant stool, the entire digestion process becomes somewhat sluggish. I have another video here on the channel talking more about digestive teas. I'll leave it down here for you as well if this is an issue for you in addition to constipation. Another tea that greatly aids in the digestive process, in the elimination of stools, and improves good intestinal function is lemon balm tea. It helps reduce spasms in the intestine, which sometimes people feel that cramp when going to the bathroom, where sometimes you even have that pain but can't manage to evacuate. It helps reduce these painful spasms, and it also helps eliminate gas, once again similar to ginger. So it's a great option for those who are having some issues with their intestines and difficulty evacuating. Another common name for lemon balm is Melissa. I don't know where you live or how you know this tea, but you can see that it's the same plant, the same herb. Another interesting tea, which many people think works only for the liver, but it doesn't, is dandelion tea. It's a very interesting herb to consume, and it has been increasingly consumed, and it helps improve the issue of intestinal constipation in a different way. It makes your liver produce more bile, and this bile production facilitates the digestive process and even improves peristaltic movements, helping to eliminate excess stagnant feces. So it can be a good option for you as well. I've already told you about the teas that are good for you. Now I have to talk about the tea that is dangerous, which is very well known and widely used for intestinal constipation, but shouldn't be, which is senna tea. Senna tea can make your intestines dependent. Senna tea can irritate your intestines. It can harm the growth of good bacteria. It should not be consumed. I have an entire video talking more about this here on the channel. If you want to know more details, I'll leave it down here for you. I will make a big parenthesis here that if you are pregnant, you need to be careful with any type of tea. Prune tea, I told you, is not a problem because in fact it's prune with water. There's no issue. It would be like consuming prune. But any other tea, even an herbal tea that you might consume, ask your gynecologist or obstetrician first because it is a very delicate time. You don't want to affect the muscles there. So close to the uterus, as the intestinal muscles are very close to the uterus. So if you are pregnant, always ask your doctor, your obstetrician. And if you have any health issues related to your intestines, like Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, irritable bowel syndrome, always confirm with your doctor as well if any of these teas have contraindications or if they are even recommended for you. If you suffer from intestinal constipation, you will be pleased to know that I have many recipes here on the channel to help you. I have a natural laxative jam, I have juice, I have a smoothie, I even have a candy that you can consume. I will leave all these links below in the description for you. Tell me if constipation is a problem in your life, if you suffer from it. I would love to see your comment, like the video as it helps me a lot, and share it with those who need it. Let's together expand this chain of good, which is what I most want here with the channel. See you next time. Bye.